Hey guys, in this video we're going to talk about an interesting topic, which is how to get into flow state. And this would both apply in motocross, but I think also a lot of other sports and even daily work. And in case you didn't hear about flow state before, this is a state of workflow where you become so focused and immersed in the work that it seems like time disappears and that effort flows effortlessly. Sounds fun, right? So if you think that sounds interesting, then I have made a 5-step list on how to get into flow state easier with your riding or whatever you're doing. This video is maybe very important for professional motocross riders that has reached a level where it really has become a job to ride motocross. And this video would then help you to rediscover the fun of riding and rebuild a fun relationship to riding. And for the novice rider, this video can be very helpful because it can maybe help you ride more correctly instead of just trying to go fast. Okay, which is also fun, but it's more fun to go fast the right way than going fast the wrong way, which can also be scary and dangerous. Okay, buckle up and let's have some fun. Step number 1 is to make sure that you are not trying to go fast. Try to get into a fresh pace cruise mode where you are focused on feeling your body mechanics, feeling the correct techniques applied, and also trying to feel the bike suspension working and feeling the track working. And of course you should have some knowledge of what correct body mechanics should feel like, such as feeling a tight leg connection to the bike with your legs and feeling the foot pegs and tight core, but then feeling very loose and unlocked in your arms and your grip with your hands. Okay, but that's just a quick run through of correct technique. So overall, instead of focusing on going fast, you focus on the process of what you are actually doing on the bike. That's a big difference. And thereby you should also end up riding mistake-free and just very smooth and enjoyable, basically. It's a lot of fun. Step number 2 to get into a good flow state is to identify the fun factors on the track or your favorite obstacles. It could be your favorite jump or your favorite turn or turns or many jumps or obstacles on the track that you enjoy. Maybe there's a couple of bumps you like to wheelie over, and maybe there's a jump where you can throw a good whip. Yeah, so step number 2 is identify the fun factors and then focusing also on having fun and getting into a playful mode of riding. Instead of a disciplined mode, which you may have when you're doing drills or training skills. So this is all about being playful and fun and doing it with good technique and enjoying applying the good techniques. Step number 3 is similar. I want to underscore that make sure that you try to do everything without any negative emotions or fear, but try to do everything you do from a place of love. So you really focus on what you love about everything that you're doing on the track and not doing anything that brings up any fear or insecurity, because that is really bad for riding and not fun. And usually if you're scared of something you're doing, it's usually a sign that you are doing something that you're not actually capable of doing safely. So then you should dial it back a bit. And now step number 4 is actually a quote from a pro rider in the World Championship called Tobyl, and it's just a post that I saw on his Instagram where he wrote just very shortly, "Dance like nobody is watching." And it's so funny. There's a lot of truth and interesting dynamics in that. So when he says dance, it of course means not being stiff on your bike, not being rigid, but really being in tune with the bike and being dynamic on the bike in an effortless way. Okay, that's why he uses the word dance. And then he says, like nobody is watching. And that means that you should be fully immersed in your own riding and really don't spend a single second on thinking about if there's anybody watching, if what other people are doing on the track, but just really being immersed in your own riding. Because that's when you ride the best. And a fun fact, I actually spent a training day with Tobyl's team manager, Rasmus Jorgensen. He's also a Danish rider like myself, and we trained at motocrossphuket.com one day. He's actually also a former teammate of Ken Roczen on Suzuki in the EMX. So they met at the Motocross of Nations this year, and Kenny, he actually did a post from it. And congrats to Kenny for winning the MXGP overall. And now when you have done all of these things and you're really starting to understand what it's all about, being in the flow state, then what will naturally happen as step number 5 is that you can gradually allow the speed to increase of your riding. And probably in most cases, if you're doing these things right, the speed will automatically increase because you are simply just allowing yourself to ride as good as you can with the right techniques, the right looseness and tightness, and then automatically speed will follow. But it's really important that you're building it up from the ground and up, having the right pieces of the puzzle in place first, and then speed follows as a secondary result of all the things you focused on in the beginning. What most people do in the real world, especially intermediate riders, and I think also sometimes professional riders that just focus on discipline and lap times, is they forget to have fun in the process, and then they just go straight out and hit it hard with heavy throttle, riding really tight and really aggressive, and then they actually end up wasting energy, being less efficient than what can be possible, and having less fun doing the good riding. Okay? By doing it the other way around, getting into flow state first, then you can stay in touch with the playfulness and riding fast, more effortless. I think also with more safety. So if you think that sounds fun, make sure you give it a like, this video, and make sure you subscribe for more. And if you want to improve your riding technique, I made something called the 4D Body Position Program that you can see in the full length by becoming a channel member. Click the join button to check that out. There's a level called Physics of Riding Technique. So check that out if you think that sounds interesting. In any case, thank you for watching and see you on the next one. To watch the full version of my advanced riding videos and support the development of this channel, click the join button below and become a member. And thereby you will get access to exclusive videos where I go through the most advanced skill levels and also explaining things from a physics standpoint, because I have a background in science and thereby studying physics. So I'm able to explain actual riding technique and the mechanics of riding, also bike setup, in a way that you don't see on many other channels. Also, I share my own step-by-step methods on how I track my own progress and riding technique development. So if you're interested in that, consider becoming a member and clicking the join button. And if you like tropical island holidays, visit fitcamp5.com for my 2-time TripAdvisor award-winning training camp, where we train fitness and action sports together while learning to live a healthy lifestyle and, maybe most importantly, have fun at the same time. And if you're really serious about improving yourself, you should definitely check out my full online courses, where I share step-by-step programs on how I develop my own routines over the last 12 years as a CEO, working in 4 different countries, while being a successful competitive athlete with more than 20 years of experience in fitness and nutrition. Check the link in the description for that. And in any case, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, be awesome, believe in yourself, and see you on the next one.